Buenos dias. It's day 4 of the Camino de Santiago, and we are just leaving Zubiri, and we don't know where we're walking to. We'll just walk as far as we go. There's a Donativo albergue in about 13K, and that's just a place to stay in a bunk bed for a donation. They might have an opening, but they don't take reservations, so we just have to get there. If not, we'll just continue on into Pamplona, which is 21 or 22K, and we'll call it good. Feeling great today. Thank goodness that night of sleep was wonderful, and I think that's it. It's going to be a great day. Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
Tonight we're staying in a Donativo albergue. Here's Fred's bed. They give you paper sheets to go on the bed and on your pillow, but we brought our own sheets, so did others. There's my bed over here. No, we're not sleeping next to each other, but it is a really lovely place with lockers. There's lockers down there, and it's fantastic. I don't know if you can see the road down there, but we had to walk from there up to here. It was only 300 meters, but it was actually the steepest 300 meters we did on this whole trip. Every single person who walked up here was saying how they just were so thrilled that they could get a bed that they weren't turned away and had to keep walking because it was so steep. It's the end of day 4, and before I sign off for the night, I wanted to tell you a situation that happened today. This morning after we left Zubiri, we walked 2 kilometers before Fred realized he didn't have his phone in his pocket, and my phone finder for him said it was back in the apartment we had stayed in. So he left all his stuff with me. I stayed there. He walked 2K back, got his phone, walked 2K back to us, which put us about an hour behind what we had hoped for. So we walked the Camino. We had a really great day. We got about a K and a half away from this place that we're staying tonight, and we were about to cross over kind of a precarious looking wooden bridge, and we heard a disembodied voice from the bushes say, "Can you help me?" And we looked at each other and we said, "What?" And the voice said, "Can you help me? Where are you?" "I'm down here in the bushes in a ravine. I fell off this bridge and I'm stuck. I can't get out." So, long story short, Fred got down there, took his knife out of his pocket and cut some of the thorn bushes away. There's tons of thorns. The poor guy was stuck all over the place with thorns. Got his poles out, handed them up to me, got his bag off of him, handed it up to me, and then he pulled this 70-year-old man out of this ravine. He had tried to step up without using his poles and had just toppled over. And thankfully, he had just fallen in about 2 minutes before. We were the first people to come by, and we were able to help him out. And honestly, had we not been an hour behind, we wouldn't have been there. We happened to know that the guy who was behind us was an old, frail guy who would not have been able to pull him up. And then there was also a young British kid back there too, very skinny. And when we told him the story, he's staying here tonight, and we told him the story, he said, "I couldn't have helped that man out." He said, "I passed him, and he told me what you guys did." But I think the moral of the story is, yeah, God is real. He intervenes in kind of interesting and special ways, and this was just one of those ways. So it was a great day. Buen Camino.